Hi. So it's my 100 subscriber special. At 110 subscribers. You guys are insane. I really do I love each and every single one of you, or at least all the ones that have commented. And if there are more of you, I know there are, so if you guys want to talk to me, feel free. So I kind of want to make this video a little lax, my Q&A thing. I was going to do editing, and I was going to break out my microphone that I had bought, and all that cool stuff, and then I just kind of decided I wanted you guys to know what it would be like to hang out with me. I'm a big old nerd. I'm wearing my Mystery Science Theater 3000 t-shirt, which is a lovely show. I dance around my room like Morrissey, and I was born metrosexual, which is where I'm completely straight, but just is very interested in effeminate things. It's just who I am. So I said I was going to do a Q&A, but I didn't get a lot of questions, so I'm going to answer those, the ones that I did get. Heather asked, will you ever do a collaboration with Mandy? For those of you that don't know, but if you're subscribed to me, odds are you're subscribed to Mandy. Mandy is a amazing, I'm saying a lot. She's an amazing guitarist. Well, she's a good guitarist. She's an amazing singer. And she makes a lot of great Mars Argo cover videos long before I ever even thought of making Mars Argo cover videos. But would I ever do a collab? Considering I'm 1/10 of her size, or maybe even 1/20th by now, because I don't watch her very much anymore. Like, I watch every video she puts out. I'm just saying I don't watch her subscriber count. Yeah, I don't really see it happening. Would I do it? Yes, of course. I mean, she's fantastic, and I'm not. So, of course, I'd be down to do a video with her. I guess that was the question. So, yes, I would do one. Will I ever do one is more of a question of maybe if she's into it. How the heck do I have an album on iTunes? Well, I got my first album was finished in the summer of 2016, or it might have been right before the summer of 2016. It was called Scatterbrain. And when I wrote that, I was in a really dark place at the time, actually. I was getting over my first real love, and that was interesting, and so it made for a really good album. If you haven't heard it, I think it's so unpolished and violent and aggressive, yet I kind of like that about it. I don't know, it doesn't really fit my style now, but I do really like that album. And I also have a place called Nothing on iTunes, and also 48 on iTunes. So I have 3 albums on iTunes, not just one. But how the heck did I get it on there was this provider called DistroKid, which is a company that if you pay them the right price, they will let you post your music all over the place. So if you're an aspiring musician, I advise going with DistroKid because they've not taken any of my money, and other than the original money, but other than that, they let me get all my money 100%. They don't take anything off the top, like Bandcamp and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool to me. So yeah, that's how I have an album on iTunes. When will we fill the pact? That's an inside joke between old friends. Whenever I'm depressed enough. Do I have an Instagram? This one actually got asked 3 separate times. Yes, I have an Instagram. It is unnaturally.selected, like the Muse song. So there you go. Unnaturally selected, like the Muse song. What is my favorite Mars Argo song? You gave away that feeling, I want you to know. You gave away that feeling, I want you to know. You gave away that feeling, I want you to know. I do that a lot whenever I'm hanging out with my friends. That is definitely my favorite Mars Argo song, You Gave Away, which, live at Bedrock Studios, just so good. If you haven't heard it, you need to. How did I discover Mars and Titanic? Now, the funny thing is I didn't get into Mars and Titanic until February of 2015. Yeah, February 2015. So that was like, what, 3 months after she fell off the face of the Earth? So February 2015, I got really into Mars Argo and Titanic Sinclair, but I'd actually been introduced to Mars Argo and Titanic Sinclair when I was like 10 years old. And the reason was I am a little dork whose favorite TV show was Community. And so I would watch all things Community all the time, and the creator of Community, Dan Harmon, actually had Mars Argo and Titanic Sinclair on Harmontown, which was his podcast. And I was the 10-year-old who listened to podcasts, who couldn't get a girlfriend because I'm ugly and fat, but you know, it's all good. So now yeah, that was how I discovered them, but I didn't get really into them. I knew they were amazing, but at the time I was listening primarily to Christian music, so it just kind of didn't mesh immediately. But now I'm completely hooked, and I don't think I'll ever stop loving Mars and Titanic. Yeah. I rambled for about 6.5 minutes. This is probably my longest video, or definitely is my longest video. So, now I think I'm just gonna play a little something, and then I'm gonna shut up. So, yeah. What do I say? How do I act? 'Cause when you're near, I feel out of tact. What do I say? How do I feel? How do I recognize that this is real? Just a little snippet of something I'm working on. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for 110 subscribers. I love you all. Mwah.